Guys. Pretty fancy, huh?
For now, it works. We'll build you guys something proper eventually.
There, you can look at the wood still.
Right now it's low on the totem pole of importance.
Hey, good morning, guys. Do you guys have those 4 or 5 little goofy things laying around that, you know, they're like 10-minute projects, but you don't ever do them? Or am I the only one? Am I the only one that has that, honey?
No, probably, because everyone else just doesn't.
Everybody else is perfect.
No. He's had a honey-do list here at the cabin that he's been...
There's no honey-do. There's always a honey-do list, but it's just like 5 little goofy things that we've been needing to do that will probably take about an hour total, and you just kind of keep putting them off. So hang out with me for 10 minutes or 15 minutes, and let's do a few little projects. You guys ready? All right, let's go. One. Ooh, it actually
Barely stops it.
stops it by, like, I don't know, the way you open and close the door, it might not stop it, but...
Shut up. Rats.
Door stopper. Project 1 done. 30 seconds. And it just slides right on. Nope. Maybe it just needs to go in and out a few times, and we'll leave it on there,
We'll tighten up.
and then
maybe.
it'll like warp to the right size, you know, or it'll stay bent over.
That makes sense.
That's more better. If that doesn't work, we'll get one of those ones that's a sweeper that just blocks the front. We were worried about 1, air getting in there, but 2, critters, bugs. And I don't know if a mouse could have slipped under there or not. I mean, it was really small gap, but all right, project 2 done. All right, guys, there's a lovely couple downstate that had a Facebook post for a Knotty Pine coffee table. I turned them onto our channel so they could check out the cycle of where their table's gonna go. They were from the UK, and they had brought this over from the UK, and it matches everything perfectly. I mean, I know Knotty Pine is Knotty Pine, but so anyway, there's our new $40 table. We had previously this white chest over here that Jenny's been battling with, trying to get it to look nice, and we just don't know what to do with it, and it's fighting her a little bit. So anyway, starting to cloud up a little bit here, guys. Right as the solar panels are starting to get in the sun, the clouds will come in. But it's okay. The solar's been charging good. Because we don't have high draw, we just been making coffee now the last few days, and then lights, charging the Bluetti. So it charges up every day. So we did the door stopper, the door trim at the bottom, and last thing, here's our woodshed for the winter. Downstate, I heated my house for the last 10 years with wood, primarily, like 90% of the time. But I've always kept my stuff under a tarp. It's not the most convenient, but I plan on building a nice wood shed for this wood to keep it nice and safe. But I want to make sure this is where I'm going to put it. With these pines here and it being close to the cabin, and with our plans changing here and there, and like I would love to build a garage over here at some point, maybe next summer. I'm not sure if this is permanent. Like this is going to be the final resting place for this wood, or long-term wood storage right here. So I hate to build a shed here and then regret it. So we're going to try it here for this winter. We're just going to tarp it, and then in the future we will see if this is where the permanent woodshed's going to go. But what I'm going to do is I use the twine. I use the twine from my straw bales. I don't throw anything away, guys. This is the twine from straw bales. I've been saving this stuff for years downstate when we have the chickens, and instead of throwing twine away, I just bundle it up in a bag and I use it for projects. So I put a slip knot on it, and then I throw a log in it, and then it just hangs and holds the tarp. I've seen people, like even the boss, he does this style when he doesn't have a woodshed, but he uses antifreeze or gallon jugs with ice in them. I don't know why you'd do that. I mean, I love all his suggestions, but I don't know why you would put milk jugs when you could just throw a log in there. It looks better. You don't have to look at ugly milk jugs hanging, and you don't have to worry about them freezing, blah blah blah. You don't have to look at plastic jugs hanging. I just take a log and put it in that slip knot, and then it holds it down, but it doesn't hang down in the snow to where it's going to become an issue. Anyway, let's do this. Let's do this up. Create a slip knot. It holds onto the log, and it dangles just like that. Never had one fall out when it's a slip knot. So I am not a master of knots, but easy slip knot. Just stick it through there like that. Feed the line through it. And then we do the same thing on the other end. Here we go. Like I said, don't hang it right on the ground, because then when the snow builds up, you're stuck. So here it's up hanging off the ground, and it puts more weight on it, so it can't lift it. Alright guys, there you go. Alright guys, there you go. We don't want to build a woodshed here and then decide that we want to do something with this area and then just put a woodshed over in the corner here next to the garage if we build a garage next year, or a storage area of some sort, carport, something. So that's why we take our time with stuff. It's not that we don't have the finances to do everything all at once, especially with stuff breaking and having to replace stuff. So, and Jenny suggested maybe we do a cost analysis video on the whole property and everything we've spent here in the last 3 years. So if you guys are interested or would be interested in seeing something like that, let us know in the comments, and I'll try to put a video together. I did a cabin build budget last fall, and we didn't have a lot of subscribers or a lot of followers yet, so maybe we'll do a cost video on everything we've done here at the off-grid property. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Oh, I gotta spread some grass seed too. Ah! All right, one last project, guys.